Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron for the United States. In the last episode, we were able to finally collapse that pocket over here in Canada and kick all of the enemy troops out of North America. There's still a couple of little bits over here with Newfoundland and this little island over here. And I'm not too worried about those. So with that pocket there collapsed, that we have redistributed our troops down to the Mexican border. So that should be ready to go soon. We've been kind of cooling our heels a little bit for a couple of reasons. One is letting the stockpiles of equipment begin to build back up. We're now surplus infantry equipment, we're surplus artillery. We could really use some surplus motorized and support, but, you know, we're working on it. And the other thing we're doing is we're working on war plans, particularly to get the war plan green, so we get the extra bonus damage against Mexican troops. So once that's done, we'll execute war plan green, and then we will initiate our offensive against Mexico, and then hopefully finish them off. And then we're going to go ahead and proceed on through the rest of our focuses. So we're going to continue to work on that. So let's go ahead and unpause it. We are researching medium tanks. We're going to need to set them up.
Listen up.
Unassigned divisions. Oh yeah, we are getting some Marines. We're going to need an army for those Marines. I'm going to need a general. Alexander Patch, probably. We're going to need to give them a color. I tend to like to make my Marines red. Give them the little anchor symbol. And then we're going to assign it to this army group. I am going to need to get them some amphibious tanks. Oh, the other thing we're doing is we're training a whole bunch of cavalry divisions to serve as resistance suppression units in Canada, so that we stop getting factories up there damaged. Because we have a lot of those factories that need to be repaired.
Yes, sir.
Alright, I actually want to set these guys up with a battle plan. A battle plan I want to give them is a naval invasion to retake the Panama Canal. Siam joins the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere. Okay. Alright, we got our Mariners. And I want to go ahead and get the TFB-1C Avengers. Alright, hold on. This is what I want. There. Assign them to that battle plan as soon as they're done training. Submarine offensive. Alright, I think we're going to just keep on working on finishing off the naval doctrines. Alright, War Plan Green is done. We're going to be doing Support Rock Island. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we are going to do execute War Plan Green. And then initiate our offensive. And hopefully our German allies will aid us in this effort.
Listen up.
Alright, so I'll just kind of let that run for a bit. Yeah, we're going to be going way negative. So those stockpiles aren't going to last long, but they'll help for the initial assault.
Ready, sir.
If we can get that naval base, then this entire section is cut off. Nope, there's a naval base down there. Never mind. Venezuela's canceled. Lend-Lease. They want a non-aggression pact. We'll take it. Oscar Griswold wounded.
Ready, sir.
I think what I might want to do is switch these guys off of
Ready to move.
aggressive.
Orders.
Go back to balanced. Good. What are we short? Where do we need these things? As much as I'd like to say motorized support equipment, I think what we're going to do is we're going to pile on to infantry equipment production. The big issue is we just switched to the M1 Thompson, and that's impacted our production efficiency considerably, which is why we're having some trouble with that. Venezuela wants to send us some infantry equipment, we'll take it. And it is a matter of expanding the military-industrial complex to support the war effort. So at the moment, I really don't need to repair. I could use repairing some of the naval dockyards, but the civilian factories and the infrastructure really don't matter. So we'll go ahead and we'll get as much of this stuff built as we can. We'll really start to crank the those military factories going. Oh, that would be really good if we could cut those guys off.
Ready.
But they're retreating out. Yep, we got them. Perfect. I don't even know how many divisions are in there. A bunch. 5. Alright, we are very close to Mexico City. You know, you guys should probably concentrate on wiping those guys out. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can spread these around a little bit. Let's send a couple of fighter groups. No, we can't. Because I don't have an airfield in range. Okay. The Dominican Republic wants to provide us some artillery and infantry equipment. I'll take it.
Listen up.
Bulgaria is still justifying. I don't know how we don't have sufficient intel to at least know how many enemy divisions are there. There's 2. So they retook Veracruz.
Yes, sir.
El Salvador wants to provide us some artillery, infantry equipment, and support. We'll take it. Well, I guess we'll have to work on our encryption and decryption. Entrenchment, terrain, country, commander skill. Alright, let's take a look. Yep, 1942. Let's go ahead and start working on our computing machines. And let's get those new carrier-based aircraft producing. William Simpson wounded. Also want to start ramping up our fighter production. Alright, we retook Veracruz Actually, let's get some of this done. Political power gain and stability. I will take the political power gain and stability increase. Let's see. And air safety, night operations, pilot training. Airwind training experience gain. Fuel usage reduced. Air accidents down. Air experience gain. I'll say air accidents chance down. Naval air attacks from carriers. I'll take the naval aviation expert because we're going to be kind of going with carrier groups. Tank experiments. Yes. So we're doing some armor research here. I have 4 divisions. We lack sufficient intel. We don't have any ships in the Caribbean. Can I tell these guys to convoy raid out here? Will that give me sufficient intel? Yep. I'm going to tell them to go ahead and go. 5 divisions should hopefully be sufficient. To retake the Panama Canal. Improved infantry equipment. Good. Let's go ahead and grab the M1941 Johnson machine gun and M2 4.2-inch mortars. Soviet Union has capitulated. Well, that's a big deal. Good. Maybe now they can deal with Spain. Let's see, diplomacy. Who are we currently at war with? Mongolia. Let's see. The Germans want to send us some stuff. I'll take it.
Attention.
Those are more of our garrison forces. Alright, we have more of these, which are going to go ahead and expand our support equipment production. Which we just got. Alright. Let's expand our motorized production. We're down 23,000 infantry equipment.
Attention.
That's a slight issue.
Attention.
Alright, can we sweep around those guys?
Yes, sir.
Alright, the M3 Lee is done. The Sherman. Yeah, let's grab that. Ah, we took Mexico City. There we go. What is the current status of the Mexican Republic? 75% towards capitulation. I'll take it.
Ready to move. Keep on attacking.
Actually, stop attacking.
Commands.
Yes, send me stuff. I'll take it. The German Reich declared war on Switzerland. That should be fine. Yeah, they're in position to deal with that. British Malaya has capitulated. Ah, and Japan is invading Australia. Good. Oh, they retreated.
Attention. Commands.
Via Hermosa. We take that. We're basically going to try and consolidate the Yucatan Peninsula. Just to not have it be an issue over there. Have we retaken...
Commands.
Why are our troops there? I guess they did not
Orders.
take it. What in the world happened there?
Commands.
How did they end up there?
Yes, sir. Commands.
Switzerland has capitulated. Let's get some more light tanks. Alright, combined arms is done. And we're just going to go ahead and keep on working on our doctrines here. I think it's because we don't have any convoys. That's why those guys aren't moving.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pump out convoys. We need them badly. All right. I think we're going to continue to crank out infantry equipment. The Mexican Republic has capitulated. Beautiful. We seized a bunch of guns, some artillery, and a bunch of other stuff. Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Alright, take Puerto Vallarta. And,
Ready, sir.
have you guys drive all the way down to the end of Baja. And, yeah, we'll consolidate all of that.
Ready.
I mean, there is an argument to be made for justifying against all these guys and marching down Central America to get to the Panama Canal.
Ready to move. Listen up.
We need 3 convoys and have only 0. Yes, I know. Alright, tank experiments are done. Let's see, tank destroyer doctrine. Hellcats, or main battle tanks. Armor research speed, medium tank production cost, light tank production cost. We'll go with main battle tanks, though we are going to be using some tank destroyers. We just haven't gotten around to it yet. Particularly heavy tank destroyers, because I tend to like to use those in my infantry divisions.
All in.
Venezuela wants to provide a bunch of stuff. But now that we're no longer actively fighting, we should be fine. Although we're going to be taking attrition. Right. Okay, so for the moment,
Orders.
you guys should redeploy to New Orleans. You guys should redeploy to San Francisco.
Move out.
We'll figure out where we're going to send everybody from there.
Listen up.
You guys should redeploy to Dallas. You're dealing with that. Alright, 65 days for the Sherman. The Japanese wants to provide Type 99 rifles, support equipment, 10 centimeter artillery pieces, Type 94 Mark 26 tanks, 8 convoys on a monthly basis. This Lend-Lease will require 1,100 convoys. We're going to decline. We're going to need some rubber. We can import some rubber from the Japanese. Is there any way that we can actually cancel our Lend-Lease? Because we really don't need it anymore. Oh well, what'll probably happen is that they'll cancel on their own. Support equipment and convoys. We're just going to start turning the Lend-Lease down now. Australia has capitulated. We should be building these. Alright, I think what we're going to do is we're going to slow down on that infantry equipment production. And we're going to instead begin ramping up aircraft production. Not transport planes. I think we're actually going to start needing to improve our infrastructure. I believe that controls how many factories you can build in a state, if I remember correctly. We need rubber. I wonder if we couldn't work on our synthetic rubber, and then we would have to stop importing it. We would be able to stop importing it. We're also importing chromium. Again, I don't think there's any option there. Alright, well, I think we're at the end of the episode. Yeah, we just need to get anti-air up. Need to get our motorized finished. Support equipment filled out. Light tanks taken care of. But yeah, I think that we're going to be fine here. Enables Amtrak Battalion. These are amphibious. I think these are amphibious. Amphibious tank battalions. Sherman DDs. Let's research those. And we're probably going to need to deal with Mexican resistance. So we're going to need to
Yes, sir.
get some more of these. All right. So, with that, we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.